Yes, people, I hope you're doing good. Before we get into the video, I just want to let you know that all my sample packs are available via the link in the bio. Use code YouTube20 for 20% off everything. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to go through my latest track, Disco's Back. It's part of a 3-track EP out now on Nozzo, Tommy and Kesh's label. And we've received some good support so far. And yeah, if you want to purchase it, the link will be in the bio. Yeah, obviously any purchases, any streams are appreciated. Yeah, so I'll get into it. I'll just play a little bit of the track for you so you can, yeah, hear what it's all about, and then we'll break it down. Cool. So yeah, hopefully you get the gist. Obviously, if you want to see the full track, yeah, it's on Spotify, Apple Music, and everything. So, but let's get into it. So, yeah, I'll just do it sort of group by group. Uh, so first of all, we've got kick. The only things I've done to the kick, just a sample, is put it in mono, as I always do. A bit, I haven't done any EQing on it. Usually I do, but yeah, I must have liked the way it sounded anyway. And then kickstart. So with kickstart here, what I've done is like reverse it. So instead of it usually being like this, where it's cutting out sort of the beginning of the sound, I've reversed it so it's cutting out the end, which basically trying to take away some of the boominess, and that's probably why I've not EQ'd it because yeah, it's I felt like it was sounding all right with just this kickstart on it. So it's a cool little trick. You'll see how it's sort of yeah cutting off here. So any sort of rubbish or frequencies you don't want in this area are yeah are being cut off basically. And then we've got the bass. Now, with this bass pattern, I actually converted another bass sample to MIDI and then messed around with a few of the notes and then put some boom bass on it. So I'll just show you what I mean by converting a bass sound to melody. Um, so say we have this bass sound. So I would have found a bass sound that I liked and then right clicked it and then convert yeah, convert melody to new MIDI track. So then you get the pattern of this sound but you can add your own. You can add like your own bass patch to it. So you just get a sound that you like, roughly like the sound of in terms of the pattern. It might be out of key as well. So that's another thing to take into consideration. Convert it to a melody, and then you can do what you want with them notes. And you've got free reign, but you know like you like the pattern anyway, and then just put your own bass patch on. So that's what I've done for the bass line on this track. So yeah, this is the pattern. Not too complicated. Yes, slight changes, but like nothing major. It's just me this part and this part is slightly different. But yeah, pretty simple. My bass lines are usually pretty simple. And you can see we've got some velocity as well. Some like changes in velocity depending on the note. So yeah, just little things to try and keep it interesting. And then the bass patch, if you want to use it, is bass 1 can. Again, I've probably maybe put this in mono to legato and then bypass the effects, and then probably kept everything the same as I usually do. I do try and just look for a preset that I like. I don't really try and get too much in the engineering side when it comes to bass patches. I just try and look like load different plugins in and just go through the presets. And when I find one I roughly like, I might tweak it a little bit, but it's not going to be very far away from just the standard preset. Moving on to the drums on this track. So yeah, I'll just introduce them all one by one so you can hear how they all come together. Just take the bass off now. So yeah, a lot of the time, like I said in previous videos, I'll get a top loop group going. So you've got a mixture of like some MIDI, so like the clap, the hi-hat, like shaker, and then top loops that are cut up like this one, and then other just like full top loops to fill it out. And then yes, then we move on to the percussion. So I'm just gonna leave this bottom loop out. It's this one to last, because that's what we add in for the variation, if I remember rightly. So I'll just you can see it's just building it up and filling them gaps in throughout the mix. Then for the variation that comes in halfway through the main part of the track, we've got this loop. So all percussion together sounds like this. And all the drums together sound like this. Then when you put the kick in and the bass, as I've said before in previous videos, I don't do tons and tons of processing. Like this is the pre-mastered version, so this is the final version of this track. And as you can see, there's some loops and sounds that don't even have like an EQ on them. It really just depends on like what my ears are telling me, and also like looking at span too. So yeah, it really like it just go from sound to sound. Yeah, the next up fill. So these are mainly in the break on this track. So these will sound like leading up to the drop. So yeah, basically with the fills, I'll usually just like keep on adding stuff in, just making sure that they're all working nicely together, which I think in this track they are working well. And then move on to the vocals. I've got this vocal that's running throughout. And then yeah, we've got the disco's back vocal, which is like cut up throughout the track, which is yeah, what you hear, yeah, throughout parts of the track. And then on the main part, we've got on the drop, sorry, we've got the build up with the dis, and then the full vocal. On this, we've got Fab Filter Pro R with the cool chorus preset, and then Echo Boy, which is just the default, but yeah, I've messed around with the parameters. Moving on to the synths. We've got, yeah, the synth that replies to the vocal. So which is just a one shot that, yeah, I've just literally put in as audio. So just up there, it's just a one shot. We've got, again, that synth that's cut off other parts of the break just so we can control the volume easier. Helps mix down by having those separate lines. And then we've also got this, which is coming in throughout. Yeah, see there. Yeah, no processing on that. And I won't go through the effects because yeah, they're just white noises and stuff. I'll play on the air, but I'm not gonna go through individually. There's not much point. Yeah, so when you put all this together, sounds like this. Not the most complicated song, yeah, you'll ever see, but it's got like a memorable moment, and that's what I say quite a lot of times, that you need to make sure that your tracks aren't just like really complex groove. They've also got sort of like a memorable moment. So obviously with this track, it's the like sort of vocal and the synth replying to each other, and then the disc goes back on the drop. But yeah, like if you've got any questions or if you've got any ideas for videos, just yeah, drop in the comments below. And yeah, I hope this has been helpful.